was in a standoff with a possum the other day. I was just sitting on my porch. From the bushes to the little sidewalk in front of my house, a possum just like moseyed on over, and it looked at me and I looked at it, and I've never seen a possum in real life, and I just froze, and it froze, and I was like, okay, is it about to play dead? That's what they say. They're going to play dead when they're threatened or in danger. I guess I wasn't deemed a threat yet. So I just sat there staring at this possum. And eventually it must have been like, okay, I guess this is cool. Proceeded to sniff a little bit, turned its way back into the bush. And I said, wow. Okay, I didn't say wow, but I was like, possum. A few days after that, a butterfly had just quickly flew past me. And that was the first butterfly I saw all spring, and I audibly gasped because, one, it surprised me, and two, it was just this yellow butterfly. And those are the small moments that make up what a slice of life is, and I love finding them in my own everyday life. The bulk of our time is spent in the in-between moments. It's when you pack your lunch in the morning. It's when you brush your teeth before bed. It's when you empty the trash. They're not glamorous. Frankly, they're boring. We do them every day. But that's how we all spend the bulk of our lives, is in the small, quiet, subtle moments. If slice of life is all of these special, small, quaint little things, then paying homage to the slice of life is like celebrating humanity. It's praising life in a way. So then, like, disregarding a slice of life is it's a little disrespectful in my eyes. It's like you're disrespecting life, and the beauty of life. And I can't stand for that. I can't stand for that. There's already enough crap in the world. Now we're just gonna crap on like the beauty of regular life? No, I don't think so. A rant is incoming. You've been warned. Here we go. Yeah, so it's pretty well known at this point that the Crunchyroll Anime Awards is not the place where like the arbiters of taste are about to gather and judge the form that is known as Japanese animation. Sure, yes, at this point, I understand the like business capital side of it all, where it's just an excuse for industry people to get together, showboat, schmooze, network, blah, 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 pat themselves on the back, do the whole shebang, right? And yeah, the process in and of itself is questionable from like a fan's point of view. And even though that there is transparency and air quotes transparency, but I feel like Exhibit A, the slice of life category, for this year, it's a pretty good example of like, the process is not processing. Y'all aren't making sense. And it wouldn't even be that frustrating if there weren't other viable slice of life options. I'm getting ahead of myself. Crunchyroll defines slice of life as, while these anime focus on everyday events, the best are anything but ordinary. Capturing quiet moments in breathtaking ways, these nominees provide relief from the frantic pace of the world, placing relationships with all their emotion, humor, and heartbreak front and center. I just think that you have to be careful with some of these definitions, because a slice of life is supposed to be, in my eyes, about like the mundane quiet moments and not solely on like the heartbreak in the relationships, because that's what the drama category is for, and that's what the romance category is for. We could talk about the romance category another day, not today. So the nominees for the 2025 Slice of Life category is Anne Shirley, Blue Box, City the Animation, My Jessup Darling Season 2, Spy Family Season 3, and The Fragrant Flower Blooms with Dignity. So, on the surface, not a horrible list, But if you watched any slice of life last year, you immediately know this list isn't all that cracked up to be. You know what? We went through the current noms. Let's talk about who should be up there, okay? Winter 2025, no jams. There was not, nobody was clicking that. Spring 2025, on the other hand, Catch Me at the Ballpark is an honorable mention. I watched probably about halfway. I just put it on a hold. It wasn't like a show to drop, but it's just a really great cozy show, especially if you like sports or baseball. Great time. Honorable mention though. I could see why it might not be nominated. Rory Rocks, on the other hand, 100,000% should have been nominated. And I'm surprised that the thighs and womanly greatness that is Oh Girl didn't carry it, but because patriarchy. But no, that show should have been on it. It had okay, this is supposed to be a short video, so I need to tamper down my emotions right now. So Ray Rocks should be on it. Note that. Summer 2025, we're cooking again. Okay, it's hot. We're cooking eggs on the sidewalk. With You in the Rain. Yeah, but that is even more of a poster child for slice of life. And now I finished Ray Rocks. I finished With You in the Rain. With You in the Rain. Oh, that Tanuki boy. Sorry, I'm so sorry. That dog. It's a dog. Deserves everything, including a nomination. What are you talking about? Next I have on my list Solo Camping for Two. I think it's an honorable mention. I literally tried watching the first episode and I just wasn't feeling it. But I don't think it did bad, but I'm proving to you that there are decent slice of lives happening last year. And then I also have for summer, See You Tomorrow at the Food Court. I didn't watch, but cute girls doing cute things, eating food, being friends. That sounds like a great time to me, and it seems like it did decent on my anime list. Fall 2025, there were no jams. So, I have, we'll say 5 things that should be discussed that are tagged as slice of life on my anime list. Now, I will go off on a major aside and tangent if I try to quantify tagging and why things are deemed the way that they are. I just wanted this simple of the simplest, Bears with the Bear. And it's funny, some of the shows that were nominated aren't even totally considered slice of life genre. They just might have occasional slices of life in them. And it gets even, okay, conspiracy theory hat on for a second. I even went on to Crunchyroll's filtering system, which I know that's a whole other beast, but I just think it's interesting when you have the slice of life category. And even when there is an award, we're in the award campaign era right now, it's either the marketing team and the event team and the UI website development team are not talking to each other, because why are none of your noms even listed in the slice of life category on your website? And conspiracy hat off, okay? Who are the correct nominees? I'm glad you asked me. See, I'm glad you asked that question. It only took you X number of minutes to get to that part of the video. Let's go through who needs to be on the chopping block. Blue Box, Spy Family, you gotta go. Accountability and Honesty Report. I have beef with Blue Box. Maybe I'll make a video about it. I prefer to talk about the things I like and not the things I dislike. All I'm gonna say is justice for the pink hair girl. Spy Family season 3, I've been holding off on watching it. So I'm being not totally fair by saying it should be off the chopping block, but if I know that there are other good slice of life that should be recognized, someone has to go, right? And I'm going to assume based off of seasons 1 and 2 that I've seen the Spy Family, it's more comedy than it is slice of life. Slice of life is supposed to be about the mundane, quiet moments. There's nothing quiet or mundane about Spy Family. Now, I am going to say that Fragrant Flower, My Joseph Darling, and Anne Shirley get a pass. Again, accountability report, I'm a Fragrant Flower stan. Honestly, I need to defend that show more. So I'm kind of biased, but I'm not gonna lie, it's teetering, but it has some of those like atmospheric elements of a slice of life. My Joseph Darling, I did not finish season 2. That show's everyone's darling, but at least it has like it has some of those like life mundane elements, so I can qualify it. I haven't seen Anne Shirley, but I'm just kind of gonna trust that one. I'm not about to crap on that like as an option. And then a full yes to City the Animation. I know it's heavy on the comedy, but at least like I also didn't watch that one, but at least it has like, I know Nichijou, like the other show, like has those elements of slice of life, so I feel like I can give it a strong pass. So we have 2 slots left because Blue Box and Spy Family are out. Out. Who is going to make the list? Well, I definitely think, well, it's kind of obvious actually. Ruri Rocks and With You in the Rain. Okay, now we have a semi-understandable slice of life category. I understand like you can't just put every single show that fits that like was released, because you're like, well, some shows are just better than others. Similar to the Oscars, the Grammys, etc. The way at least the culturally things have been working, the judges don't listen to or watch every single show, movie, and listen to every single album. The people at the Crunchyroll Anime Awards are not watching every single show that they're voting for, right? They're voting for what they know. That's definitely a frustrating aspect of all of this, because when you look at the people who've been nominated in Slice of Life, yeah, I can bet my bottom dollar they've seen Blue Box, Spy Family, My Joseph Darling. So that's something that I'm gonna note. It's not an excuse, but it's partially the reality, and it's also partially why I'm making this video, to kind of say like, this is the official Slice of Life 2025 category nominee. It's just very frustrating. I'm partially like annoyed because I am just tired of always seeing like shonen like darlings and like male-centric properties like just get the spotlight just because they're popular, right? It'd be different if like the other shows and other things were just trash, but they're not. They're good shows, and granted, even the word good is subjective. I want these other things, other properties to get the recognition, and that's not to be sappy, but like that's why I just post videos, because you want to be the change that you see in the world. So even if it means I post to now 19 subscribers and my videos are probably like very poorly done, at least it's something. At least I'm trying to like chat about the quaint slice of life things. So again, my nominees for the 2025 Slice of Life category at the Crunchyroll Anime Awards. If I have to pick my favorite, I didn't think about that. I did all this thinking about this video and I didn't pick my favorite. I'm gonna go with probably With You in the Rain. I was locked in every week. That dog / Tanuki, like for a character that doesn't speak, so funny. So funny. The protagonist is sweet, and also your honey, where's your brain? Because like that's not a dog, but also it's a dog. So that's my pick. If you haven't seen it, please go check it out. It's a very, very, very cozy show for when you just want to like sit back, relax, and enjoy a lovely anime. So that's all I've got for now. Let's roll credits. JK, I don't have any credits.